What's up, everybody? Live number 2 for the day. Oh, yeah. It's 78, y'all. 78 degrees, and the high is 81 today. Yeah. It's for real, for real. It is for real, for real. You might say, why are you wearing that? Well, see, these here, this stretchy joints like this, I love these. These are my favorite, one of my favorite style of sporty gear to wear, because it breathes. It gets you right. If there were a breeze, you ain't gotta worry about no breeze. It's like wearing a windbreaker. And I love the vibrance of the sublimation print. You know what I'm saying? I see my double bears, burr, yeah. Yeah. You see how I matched that yellow to that yellow going around there? See, that's what you do. You bring out the one that's less noticeable. You just make it pop. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. Bring it all together, baby. Bring it all together. Unc can teach you some things on his kind of style. But I started doing a thing. You'll see my latest short. I showed y'all an example of what I'm about to say. I'm doing 3-dimensional versions of my logos, my ONYXCON logos in AI. And it's one of the easiest things I've been able to do in AI so far. And it's so fun to see it translate everything when I describe how I want it to look. And it's got my mind going on all the variations I can do. So many variants I can do with this as I move forward. But basically, I did my ONYXCON fitness logo. I embossed it, made it look metal, and I gave it all these funky colors. I got about 4 or 5 variant colors with a glow behind the letters. And I also did the arms of, I have like a lady's arm and a guy's arm that are on the sides of it flexing. If you've never noticed that logo before in the other content I did, but I made it look like real arms, like real people, a real lady, a real guy. And it did a marvelous job. When I tell you, I just like, this is incredible, man. This is absolutely incredible. You know, what this is able to translate nowadays with the technology of all these different AI systems, it's absolutely phenomenal. It really is. Um, it's like if you're using it, like some people are scared of it, running from it. I decided not too long ago, to embrace it and harness the range, so to speak, to use it for my advantages. And I've come to the conclusion that this is a very powerful thing that it's not going nowhere, as they keep saying. I mean, it's not going nowhere. I mean, unless everybody's gonna stop doing what you're doing right now. If you look at this now or later, it don't matter. You're on these phones. If you ain't gonna, people, we're too addicted at this point. It's become a part of life. All the technology is a part of our regular everyday existence. So you're gonna be using it, and it's gonna have the effects that it has. It's going to be something that is going to be in damn near everything in one way or another, like they say it is. Because when you're using it, like I say, you realize how powerful it is and how it can translate things from just your words. And if you are a writer like I am, you know how to be colorful with your language and be descriptive in ways that the average person ain't. And that's going to be the difference. People who say, there ain't going to be no jobs. No, there'll be jobs for people like me because I'm going to make myself a job. You got to know how to talk to it. You got to know communication and data, information, communication, data is the source of all income in the future. I've come to realize this. Never didn't understand this, but now that the technology is matching knowledge is power, like you literally can wish upon a star, so to speak. You can talk to the genie and get results that will give you anything you don't currently understand. It can give you just about, but you gotta. But the thing is funny. It's like so many people have had phones for years before AI tech, got to the point it is, and they just weren't even. You don't even use your search engine the way you should. People search for fluff and stupid-ish all day and gossip and rumors and nonsense. When if you used it to search for how to survive just about anything, or to understand the real numbers of anything that you're interested in doing, so that you can make a logical decision about how to approach it as a business versus, I'm just going to get out here and, willy-nilly it, or you get into the other mess that some people do where they don't trust anything technologically based, so they don't trust any information they get online, but they're always online. And they're always listening to another thing to be mad at to say this ain't true. You're wasting the technology. It's right in your hand. The whole freaking world is on these phones. Your ability to damn near do anything is on these phones. That's what I'm realizing. And I've not known this. I've been knowing this. But now with the way this AI is, I'm thinking about years ago. The thing that sticks out to me when it comes to just the graphics, the illustration element of it, I'm old enough to remember when the first 3D programs surfaced that look like, if you've ever seen the Transformers quote-unquote cartoon, 3D cartoon for Beast Wars, the original Beast Wars cartoon, not any other version of it. I'm talking about the original 3D version of it and how that looked. Or you could even say, now that that's popular again, and I've been doing content about that because it's the 20-year anniversary, God of War, the first game, the very first game, the way that the graphics looked in that, which I didn't always like that. I never really liked that look so much, but at the time it was state of the art, right? And at the time it was a thing that if you knew how to do it, it was supposed to be big money. It's where all the jobs are, blah, 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 right? And as usual, when they hype something up like that, every artist tries to do it. So that oversaturated the market. Naturally, the first people to grab a hold of it are the folks who have money, because this stuff was expensive. These programs were expensive back in the day for their time. When you would get the first 3D programs that could give you that look, that would look like those videos games or that show that I just said. I'm giving you that in your mind so you can imagine how simplified the graphics look. Okay, like if you ever seen a glitch in 2077 Cyberpunk, that's how those graphics look. When all the skin levels and tone values and textures are not on the characters, they just look kind of blocky and round, like they're not fully developed. That's how those graphics look back then, right? And we're talking the 90s. So when you go past that, Then you get to the era where, okay, we started to get texture, where stuff started looking like real skin, real hair, and we eventually get to where we are right now, where sometimes a video game on, you can't, like, you put on a 2K or any of them sports games, sometimes you can't tell if you watch that's a real game or is that, oh, no, you had to look real for a minute and say, squint, say, oh, wait a minute, no, that's a video game. Damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? It really looks like the real thing. And right now, we're still able to decipher that it's not the real thing. In the next 5 years, you ain't gonna know. I can tell you right now, video games like that will look like, you know, are you playing the game or are you watching the game? That's what people gonna ask when they walk in the room with something like that. So, are you playing that game or are you watching that game? You're like, no, I'm playing this one. Oh, okay, all right. Because it's literally gonna be that way. I promise you, it's coming. It's gonna get to just that point. It's on the way, right away. So, you know, and it's interesting to watch it in real time how that's starting to develop. So, I've seen how straight up cutie over here. Can't help myself. Boy, I see him. I gotta notice. I gotta acknowledge the beauty. But basically, these games nowadays, even where they are right now, where they look so realistic, like I say, they're gonna look so real. All of them, not just the sports games, everything. You're gonna be fighting something, and somebody's gonna say, "What are you watching? What is all that violence?" Like, no, it's not real. It's a game, you know. And you're gonna have to tell them because it's gonna look like the real thing, for real, for real. That's where we going with all this stuff. Oh gosh, do I really have to sit here and listen to that? No, I'm not gonna do it. Nope, you're not gonna do that to me. I will straight up move. I'm not sitting here listening to, sorry, not my vibe. Not my vibe at all. I know everybody's acting like they suddenly love black folk who started it, but it ain't never been my flavor. It's just not my groove. You know, no. I can dig a little Kenny Rogers, a little Dolly Parton, and it pretty much cuts off right about there. That's about it. Man, where the hell is this order? Oh man, these folks. Yeah, they really in their zone today. I guess they say his sun's out and I want to hear my shit, so I got to play it all out so everybody else hear. No, hell no. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Yeah, it's like I like to bump my music sometimes, but I'm very self-conscious of that as I get older. I mean, you know, there ain't no young kid playing my stuff all extra loud on purpose. Nah, man. Turn it down to a level that you might hear the bump, you might hear the thump when you're walking by my car, but you ain't got to hear no lyrics. That's my way about it. That's what I hope it sounds like to other people as they pass by my car if I got on my music. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some annoying shit, for real.